And his questions. Cool.
What's the overriding, I suppose, emotion, Lepper? Is it proud of the boys, disappointed with that last quarter? What's the sort of overriding emotion right now?
Look, a bit of both. I mean, we stayed in the game for a long period of time against a good opposition, and obviously you need to kick straight against good teams. You just kick yourself out of the game early. But yeah, we disappointed ourselves in the last quarter, there's no doubt. They scored 13 times from 14 entries in that last quarter, so that was a bit of a train wreck. So we'll have to address that. And stoppages, they scored 18 to 8. So there's a couple of specifics there that we can work on, and the guys know that. We'll just keep working away.
Too simplistic to say you ran out of gas, or it's not that simple?
I guess ran out of gas might be the generic term. Well, they were breaking tackles. So a lot of those entries I talk about, they were breaking 2 to 3 tackles going inside 50. So you tend to be, when you've got a few lighter bodies, that last quarter, sometimes it's run, sometimes you just can't hold the tackle and they steamroll you. So it was a little bit of that.
So often we see them just unbroken chains of possession from back to forward and all over the ground, but you really stop them from doing that, at least for 3 quarters.
Yeah, well, they only scored 2 goals from turnover in the first half, which our defensive structures were really good, but once again, as I mentioned, the stoppage component was just hurting us. Our organisation wasn't fantastic in that area, as young teams tend to do. They lose their voice, their communication, and at times holes open up.
You're concerned, the lack of the spread of goal kickers, Lepper? I think you had 5 goal kickers, they had 10. Is that finding those extra avenues to goal, is that a priority?
Look, it is. It was good. It was encouraging that Brownie and some of our keys, Westy, scored goals. I guess some of our smalls didn't score as freely as we liked. We couldn't get as many marks inside 50 as we'd like. They had too many in the last quarter. So I think our scoring wasn't probably the worst part of the day.
What did you make of the 3 debutants? How do you think they went?
Oh, look, really good. I mean, you talk, both all ran out of legs a little bit. I know 2 of them replaced each other in Close and Louis Taylor. So, look, it's great. I mean, everyone has to make their debut, and it's never easy. I mean, truly opposition, they're a great team. They've proven over the last month in the pre-season they're steamrolling teams. We were able to contain them for a while, and they got a little bit too much.
How are you feeling? What were you thinking in the third quarter when you were only 2 points down?
Very excited. I mean, you can't worry about the scoreboard too much. I mean, I guess the disappointing part when you're coming into 3/4 time, you look at the score and you see you've matched them in scoring shots, but you still, you're 25 points behind or whatever it was behind the top team, and you're actually being really competitive. I guess that can be a little bit disheartening. But I thought we stuck away for the first 5 or 6 minutes, and then a couple of bad turnovers, a couple of missed tackles, and then, that's what tests. That's what tests teams, probably in the middle of the road, which we are. Can you hold your composure? We didn't in the end.
Was there a temptation to think that you might have even been able to beat them today?
It depends which part of the game. We go into the game hoping we beat and plan to beat the opposition.
At that stage in the third quarter?
I don't really think about the end result at that point.
So. Having watched it, the 4 quarters now and sitting here, did it exceed your expectations going in? Was it on par? Was it not quite what
probably on par. I'd always think, probably going in, I thought we'd struggle to run out the game just given their experience and their legs. I mean, we put a few things in place. Probably the Rockcliffe match-up sort of broke even at the end, and even Rocky might have even shaded him slightly at the end. But so there's some little things in place like that were trying to blunt some of their strengths. Mentioned before, our defensive structures weren't too bad off turnover for a while. So there were some really good positives to come out of it.
How did you go in the coach's box, Lepper? First time on the hot seat?
I think I was okay. I was calming Schwabby down for the most of it, I think. I think he still had his coach's hat on for a bit. But look, and as it is, it's hard at times. We all want to win. We all want every contest to win, and we don't want to lose anything. We're all humans. We're all competitive. But you have to sometimes just look at it in the big picture.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.